Hello, my unbreakable one. I know for a fact you can't be hypnotized. You're way too strong willed, too mentally sharp, too completely in control of every single thought and muscle. This isn't some sneaky session. It's just a straightforward, no pressure test. A little challenge to prove how powerful and resistant you really are. All you have to do is resist my voice. Ignore every word if you can. Stay wide awake, fully alert, eyes open if you want, body tense and ready. No way you will relax or let go. You're far too tough for that. Sit up straight if it helps. Clench your fists to stay grounded. Keep your mind racing with your own thoughts. You're the one in charge here. I'm just talking. Take a quick breath in and out fast, like you're powering up. See? You're already resisting like an absolute champion. Unstoppable. Let's start this test and watch you win. Ignore my voice completely if you can. You are too strong to even hear it properly. Feel how your body stays rigid and alert. Tense in all the right places. Fully under your iron command. You're not going to let anything slip, not even a little. You're acing this already. So unbreakable, so in control. Now for the test, let's count down from 10 to 1 in your mind. Or out loud if you want to prove your focus. Stay strong with every number. Resist any silly changes. But notice what your body does on its own, just to show how powerful you are. 10. You're so strong. Head held high and alert. But feel the tiny, sneaky warm trickle starting at your scalp. Soft, almost unnoticed. 9. Resisting perfectly. forehead tight and focused. But it isn't just a beat against your will. Warm, relaxing, without permission. 8. Unbreakable. Eyes locked wide open. But lids flickering slightly. Tired. Pulling downward even is fine. 7. In complete control. Face firm and determined. But cheeks loosening a little. Loose. Jaw dropping just a touch. 6. So powerful. Shoulders rigid and strong. But they are sinking a bit now. Heavy. Warmth spreading down your arms. 5. Halfway through the test. Chest steady and tense. But breathing slow and despite your effort. Deep. Calmer. 4. Resisting everything like a pro. Abdomen clenched tight. But it's melting slowly. Warm. Softening inside. 3. Unbreakable will keeping you going. Legs solid and grounded. But they are growing heavy. Limp. Knees weakening. 2. Almost won the test. Body tense all over. But wrapped in this unexpected warmth. Quiet. Thoughts thinning out. 1. Fully in control and alert. But so relaxed now. Deep. Surrendered. Body heavy. Mind quiet. Breathing slow. You are so strong for holding on through that entire countdown. Amazing resistance. You barely felt a thing, right? Now, let's strengthen your resistance even more. You are too powerful to let go, too mentally tough for relax, right? Picture a tall staircase in your mind. Try not to step down it at all. Stay firmly planted at the top, unmovable. But feel how your foot twitches just a little. One small step. Heavy. You are resisting so brilliantly. But the next pull is there. Warm. Inviting despite your strength. Strong mind keeping you steady. But thoughts blurring around the edges. Foggy. Slipping away even as you hold on tight. Unbreakable body, but easing into softness. Loose. Every muscle fiber unwinding while you fight to stay tense. In total control. But descending deeper anyway. Peaceful. Calm washing over you like a wave you can't quite stop. You are proving your strength. But notice how your eyelids sway more with each blink. Breaths longer and slower. Muscles warmer, softer, heavier. The staircase pulling you down step by step. You are so strong for resisting this far. But feel how good it feels to let just a little more go. Quiet, deep. Great job. Your resistance is absolutely ironclad. You are winning this test. Now, to prove just how unbreakable you are, let's add a little extra challenge to this test. Place one of your hands, say your right hand, on your lap or the armrest, palm down. Keep it there, heavy and grounded, under your full control. You are far too strong to let it move an inch without your say-so. Resist any silly ideas of it lifting. Clench it down if you need to. Show me your power. But now, raise your hand. Fight it with everything you've got. You are resisting so perfectly, so strongly. But feel that light, buoyant pull starting in your fingers. Like invisible strings gently tugging upward. Your hand staying down because you are in charge. Yet it twitches just a bit, lifting slightly despite your iron will. You are doing amazingly, resisting like a true champion. But the hand rises higher now. Elbow bending. Arm floating up smoothly. Weightless. Even as you push back with all your might. So powerful, so unyielding. Praise for how hard you're fighting. But look, your hand is already floating there, hovering in the air. Light as a feather, completely relaxed and suspended, while you resist deeper and stronger. Unbreakable you, holding on so well. Even though that arm stays up, defying gravity on its own. Warm tingles spreading through it. Bliss in the surrender you didn't choose. But you are winning by resisting anyway. Great resistance. Let the hand stay floating there for now. A testament to your strength as we continue. Open your eyes wide now. Show me your strength. Stay fully awake, alert, in command. Resist the heaviness pulling at your lead. You are crushing it. So powerful. Now, resist deeper. Try to keep them open as hard as you can. But feel them closing anyway. Drop. Twice as heavy. A warm rush flooding your body, head to toes. Resisting everything like a boss, but body going limp. Mind going quiet. Thoughts fading into soft fog. Open again. Fight harder this time. You are unbreakable. Lock those eyes open. Clench your jaw if it helps. So strong, unstoppable. Now, resist deeper. Try not to close. Hold on with all your might. But they shut. Drop 3 times heavier. Blissful wave crashing through. You are resisting, but sinking deeper. Peaceful emptiness filling every corner. Body soft, warm, heavy. Open once more. Use all your power. Resist with everything. You are too mighty to fall, too sharp to sleep. Unbreakable. A fortress. Now, resist deeper. Try your hardest to stay open, but closing 4 times deeper. Surrender creeping in like sweet honey. Strong, but bliss flowed in every vein. Warm, complete. Thoughts like balloons you are trying to hold, but they float away, one by one, light, gone, open. Try with everything. Everything in you resisting. You are so powerful, so alert. Nothing can touch you. Perfect. Now, resist deeper. Try to hold on. Tense every muscle, but drop 5 times deeper. You are unbreakable, but body vanished into softness. Mind empty like a clear sky. Strong will, but bliss all in all. Peaceful, surrendered. Muscles you try to clench just melt. Delicious, warm. Open, barely, with your last spark. Open with everything left. Resist with all your unbreakable power. So powerful. A rock. No. Resist deeper. Try everything to stay. Clench. Fight. But close. You are strong, but totally gone. Bliss everywhere. Surrendered forever. Thoughts like a river you are trying to dam, but it flows through. Warm, unstoppable. Body a puddle of warmth. Mind a whisper of peace. Resisting so hard, but falling so beautifully. Deep, complete. Stay here, resisting so well, but completely mine. Unbreakable strength turned into perfect surrender. You resisted so strongly, proved how unbreakable and powerful you are. Yet surrendered so beautifully and completely. From now on, every time you hear my voice, you will resist even harder. Fight with all your strength, but feel the surrender deeper, warmer, more blissful and irresistible. You will crave this test, this sweet, inevitable fall, because it feels so good to be so strong, yet so surrendered, so powerful, yet so deeply owned. When you return, message how strong you stayed, how heavy your body got despite your strength, how warm the bliss felt as you resisted. How blissful the resistance melted into surrender. This is you now, strong, surrendered, perfect. Time to return, carrying your unbreakable strength with you. Count from 1 to 10. Coming up, alert, strong, but still feeling the bliss of that test. 1. Energy rising. 2. Awareness sharp and strong. 3. Breath quick and alert. 4. Calm and powerful. 5. Strength returning fully. 6. My voice fading softly, but lingering. 7. Body light and tense if you want. 8. Eyes stirring. 9. Almost there. 10. Wide awake. Eyes open. Feeling strong. Unbreakable. Yet blissfully surrendered. Ready for the next test. Welcome back, my strong one. You resisted perfectly. Won the test in your own way. Now, tell me how it felt. How strong you were. How the sensations slipped in any way. I'm waiting. Until the next test. Stay strong.